Hello guys, so here we are again with example number 2, right? So we have another sequence right here. This is an example. The sequence is 6, 19, 38, 63 and 94, right? So we are also looking for the formula for the sequence as well. And another thing is that the sequence is a quadratic sequence, okay? So first thing it's first, we have our formula, right? Our formula for a quadratic sequence is what? It's Tn equals to an squared plus bn plus c. So we have to find what our a, b, and c, right? As I've said before, is that 2a is equals to what? Our second difference, our first term of our second difference, but obviously our second difference, it's just you know, a number or a term that is like equal, meaning like it's just equal. All the terms will be like equal, so that's why here we're just saying second difference instead of like first term of the second difference. Okay, so we are going to work with this numbers right here, right? So our sequence, it's this one. If they tell you the sequence, it's a quadratic sequence. Firstly, what you gotta do is find your first difference. Your first difference, right? Which we obtain by taking t2 minus t1, t3 minus t2, like this 13, you said 19 minus 6 for us to get 19, and then 13, and then for 19 is 38 minus 19, for 63 it's 25 minus 19, for 31 is 94 minus 23. So that's how we got our first difference. And then for the second difference, we said 19 minus 13, we got 6, 25 minus 19, we got 6, 31 minus 19, we got 6, right? So now that we have our first and second difference, we can find the answers for this part, So way the quadratic sequence, I repeat, you work with this 2a, 3a plus b, and a plus b plus c to get your values of a, b, and c. There is no other way. This is the only way, right? So for us to get our our a, so 2a equals to what? Our second difference, the first term of the second difference, which is what? It's 6. So it's going to be 2a, it's equals to what? 6. And then 2 over, for us to get the a, we need to make the a the subject of the formula. So for us to do that, we need to divide both sides by 2, because this is the only way this 2 can like go away, okay? And if we're going to divide this side by 2, then we need to divide the other side as well by 2, because what you do on the left hand side, you also do on the right hand side, okay? So when we divide by 2, this one and this one will cancel out, and then this 6 divided by 2, it's equals to 3, because 2 goes into itself once and then into 6 in 3 times, okay? So a is equals to 3. So for the b, we use this one, right? So it's 3a plus b. It's equals to what? The first term of the first difference. These are the key words. First term of the what? First difference. This is the first difference, the sequence here, right? But the first term of the sequence is what? It's 13. So 3a plus b equals to the first term, which of the first difference, it's this one. This is the first term. So it's going to be 3a plus b equals to 13, right? So since we have our a value, we'll substitute our a here. So it's going to be 3 into 3 plus b. So we multiply 3 by 3, which is gonna give us 9, plus b equals to 13. So for us to make b the subject of the formula, we need to take this a the other side, okay? So when there's 9, the 9 the other side. So when this 9 goes the other side, the sign for this 9 is going to change from positive to negative, right? So it's going to be 13 minus 9, which is equals to what? Equals to 4. So our B equals to 4. So for C, it's A plus B plus C is equals to what? The 6. This 6, we got it here. It's the first term of the what? Original sequence. The first term. See? First term of the original sequence, the 6. So A plus B plus C equals to the first term of the original sequence. This is the trick with this is the part that we use to get an equation for the quadratic sequence. You must memorize that. So it's going to be A plus B plus C, right? So our B, it's 4. Our A, we calculated our A and it gave us what? A 3, right? So we are going to substitute our A and B, and then we're going to have a 3 plus 4 plus 3 C. There's no value. We are calculating the C. It's equals to the 6, the first term of the original what? Sequence. So we are for us to leave the C this side alone, we need to take 3 and 4 the other side, meaning we are going to group the like terms with the like terms. Okay, so C, since it doesn't have its own like term, we leave it aside. And then 3 and 4 and 6, we are like terms, so we are going to take the 3 and 4 the other side. And when you take them the other side, the signs for 3 and 4 are gonna what? They are gonna change, right, from positive to negative. So we're gonna have C equals to 6 minus 3 minus 4, right? So C is equals to minus 1. So since we have our A, B, and C values, then we need to put our formula in the right format. You don't just leave it there. Be like, okay, our A is this, our C is this, our B is that, and leave it there. The main thing here, we are calculating the formula, right? They want the formula. So you need to make sure that your answer is in that formula of a quadratic sequence, okay, which is this format, okay? So you insert your value. So it's going to be Tn equals to the 3 of A that we calculated and squared. For B, what is our B? Our 4, the one we calculated, and then here the sign changed from positive to negative because it was supposed to be like this, plus minus 1. So this is gonna give us minus 1, because positive times negative is negative, negative times positive, it's still negative, and then negative and negative, negative times negative, it's what? Positive, positive times positive, it's what? Positive. So that's how we have our minus 1 here, because this is the case right here. So we have 3n squared plus 4n minus 1. So still we have to test our formula to ensure that it's correct. So I used the T1. We know that our T1, our term 1 is close to what? 6. Right, our term 1 is what? 6, right? So let's test the formula let's test the formula if it's going to give us a 6, okay? So T1, when you see where you see a 1, an n, you put a 1 because you're doing for T1, right? So T1 is equals to 3 into 1 squared, okay? There's the n, another n it's here, so it's going to be 4 into 1 minus 1. So it's going to be 3 plus 4 minus 1 equals to what? 6. And our T1 here is still 6. So this is true. So this is our formula. But the testing part, I repeat, you must do this on the other side, not on your answer sheet or your homework book or something. This is just something I used to ensure that my formulas were correct, okay? So I have some questions for you guys. You must find the general terms for the sequences minus our first one, it's 2 minus 7 minus 22 minus 43 minus 5 minus 6 minus 9 minus 14, and ensure that you're sending the answers on okay, via inbox. You can do the calculations and everything via inbox, or you can just send your answers in the comment section. Thank you. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.